We're going to review how to do domain and range. So you should be on this page with me. So it says domain is all possible x values. So when we look at our graph, we go from left to right. And then range is all possible y values. And we go from bottom to top. So if you're not sure which direction you go, you look at what axis. Like domain is x, so we look at the x-axis. X-axis is the one going from left to right. And then range is the y-axis. It's the y values, which goes from bottom to top. So we can use sticky notes to help us, but I gave y'all a note card. So you can use the note card and go on the left side, go on the right side, go on the bottom, go on the top to determine your domain and range. Okay, so we're going to do domain and range on this first one. So we have inequality and interval. So we want to do both. So we're going to start with domain. We're going to go from left to right. So you can put your note card on the left side. So go ahead and do that. Put your note card on the left side. And what number does it go to on the X? 5. So I'm going to put L for left, and I'm going to put 5. Then I'm going to do right. Now put your note card on the right side. Line it up like this. Now what number does that one go to? 5, yeah. Okay. So when we do our inequality, we do our left number, X, our right number. We always go from least to greatest. So we are going to do the number less than X less than, oh, this is -5. Oops, I almost forgot. Well, I did forget. So -5 is less than X is less than 5. You always go least to greatest, left to right. But this is a closed circle, so we're going to put the or equal to sign. Okay, now we'll do the range, bottom to top. So I want to know what my bottom number is. So go on your y-axis and go to the bottom. Put it right here. That bottom number, it's on the x-axis, so what would the y number be? It would be 0. So you don't use the number that's on the x-axis, you use the number that's on the y-axis because we're talking about range. Range is y's. So that's going to be bottom number is 0. And then top number, go to the top and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like it's at 6. So top number is 6. I don't really like that color. It's kind of hard to see. So then our range would be 0 is less than, don't forget to change your variable to y because we're talking about range. So y is less than 6. Anytime you have a closed circle, you got to put the or equal to. So see how we have a closed circle? So we're going to put that line underneath. And then up at 6 is an open circle, so we leave it. Okay, so that's your interval notation. Now we need to do our other notation, which is interval. So interval is just listing out the numbers. So I would use the two numbers, -5 and 5. And then close circle or the or equal to is going to be a bracket, and everything else will be a parentheses. Okay, and then our range, it's going to be our two numbers, 0 and 6. 0 has the or equal to, so that's a bracket. The 6 doesn't, so it's a parentheses. And for domain and range, your bracket and parentheses, they don't have to be the same for domain and range. It all depends on what the graph looks like and where the open circle is, where the closed circle is. Okay, let's go to the next one. Domain. Okay, so we need to go left and right. Let's see, I'm going to change to blue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just label left and right. Okay, this one, it feels tricky to me because I don't know if it stops. Like, does it stop at that -4? No. Or is it going to keep on going past it and go over? Yeah, it's going to keep on going past it and over. Because if see how it's almost to -4 right now? It's going to keep on going both direction, outward and upward. So can we say that it stops at -4? No. So do we know where it stops? No. So it's going to go on and on forever to infinity. So our left is infinity. But let's think about our left numbers on the x-axis. What negative. Are they? Negative, yeah. And so then what would the right number be? Positive infinity. Do y'all remember what that was? All real numbers. That was the last one on y'all's homework from last night. It went from negative infinity to positive infinity. So negative infinity is less than x is less than positive infinity. So this is all real numbers. Okay, let's do range, bottom to top. Bottom to top. So can we put our note card on the bottom of it? Bottom. So what y number does that go with? 0. Okay, so we have bottom number is 0. What about the top number? Infinity. So when we have one number and an infinity, we can write it just as a regular inequality. There's two ways of writing it. You can do that compound, but I feel like that kind of doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to do y is something 0. So we've got to figure out what inequality. Is y less than 0 or is y greater than 0? Greater because it's positive infinity. So greater than goes the opposite way as of less than. And does it actually touch 0? No. It does, because there's not an open circle. If you just see that the line is like going on it and then back up, it touches it. There's not an open circle sitting there saying, hey, it doesn't touch it. So it's a or equal to. Okay, so now we'll do the interval notation. So this would be, parenthesis, negative infinity to positive infinity. Which is, again, is all real numbers. And then our range, we want to go from bottom to top with our numbers. So what's our bottom number? 0. 0. What's our top number? Infinity. 0, it actually touches. So what do I need to put there? Bracket. You can't touch infinity. So we put a parenthesis. Okay, Okay, so I want you to try example 3 now. Use your note card, go left and right, bottom to top. Go ahead and try. If you need help, use your note card. Go left, and then go right. Go bottom, then go top. We have numbers all around it. We have boundaries on the left, a boundary on the right, boundary on the bottom, boundary on the top. There are no infinities on this one. And you get to choose. Do you like interval or inequality better? You pick. You don't have to do both. If you don't know what to do, just start with your left and your right, your bottom and top, and just put your numbers out there. Put your left number, put your right number. Put your bottom number, put your top number. If it touches it, it's closed. If you saw an open circle, you know it's open. Otherwise, if it looks like it's just on it, like it's just going around and it's touching, then it's a closed circle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do left and right. Left, right. So my left number, what's my left number? -2. What's my right number? +2. Okay. Okay, so our domain would be -2 to 2. I'm going to do interval notation and inequality. But there's the start of the interval notation. There aren't any open circles. So it actually touches, because I could say that this point right here is -2, 3. So it does touch. And it touches here too. So when it goes and then comes back around, like it doesn't pass through, it goes and comes back around, we know it touches. So we have brackets there. So then the interval would be, or the inequality, sorry. Like this, but they both touch, so I need to put my lines underneath. So it's -2 to 2. And then our range is bottom to top. So the bottom number is 1. The top number is 5. Did y'all get 1 and 5? No? Okay. So you got to go all the way to the very top. So you would use your note card to go to the top. Like that. So I know it stops at 5, it starts at 1. So then we could write our interval. So it'd be at +1, +5. And it touches both. What variable is our range? If domain is x, what is range? Y, yeah. So don't put x on both. Okay. Oops. 1 and 5. We always use less than because we're going least to greatest, but it's touching both of them, so we put the or equal to.